J'ai oublié. On recommence. Bénédicte. So, je disais que ça, je vais muter. Ça, c'est en playback, s'il vous plaît. Hein. Regardez-moi cette bouche. En playback. Et ça, c'est... Je sais ce qu'elle chante basé sur la forme de sa bouche. Do you know where you're going to? Do you like? Elle a des lignes, mais juste simples et parfaites. Donc, j'adore. Et ce qu'elle met comme espace dans cette cave vocale de ouf, j'adore. I also want to show you this. Attends. Ah, there she is. Elle arrive au bon moment. Hop. Yes. Hey! Yes, yes. Ça, mes amis, ça c'était qu'une répète. C'était juste la répète. La répète. Est-ce que vous avez des... Do you have anything to say about that? Before we get into it with Jean, est-ce qu'il y a des commentaires? Est-ce qu'il y a des choses? Ouvrez votre micro one by one, please. Not all together. Et dites, say it. Est-ce qu'il y a des trucs? Oh my God, don't be shy. Why are you being shy? Jean, do you have anything? I know you know who she is.
No, I didn't know who she was.
Really?
No, I don't know who she is.
She's a beast. She's a vocal beast.
She's a beast, but I don't know who she is.
Callie, I will send you her link. Just like the one that he sent you, I will send you her link. Oh, one second. Somebody is saying, cela coupe sur ma vidéo. Incroyable. Ah, ça coupe toujours, Joanne? Ça a coupé chez vous? Non, yes. J'ai la moitié non, la moitié yes.
Le son n'est pas net, selon, je pense, le Wi-Fi.
Ah, ok. Chez toi, ça coupe ou pas, Ilan?
Un peu.
Un
de
peu.
temps en temps, ouais.
Ok.
Mais ça va.
De toute façon, j'ai une liste avec tout ça que je mettrai sur le groupe. Now that she's back, je vais passer la main à Lady Jean. If you wanna, je crois que j'ai jamais parlé à Jean en français de toute ma vie. Donc, speak in English and if s'il y en a qui comprennent pas, on peut traduire sur le côté sur le chat. Okay?
Okay.
I want you to be able to express yourself.
Okay.
Who are you, Miss Carpenter? And
Wow.
what
Well, I heard the first part of the question.
and what is music? Yes. And what is music to you?
Oh, and what is music to me? Wow.
Yes.
Well, I'm every woman. It's all in me. Okay. So, when I put on, it depends on what hair I wear or what hat I put on. That's who I become. But no, actually, I don't know. I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a divorcee. I don't like to identify myself as that. I'm a child of God. I'm just me. I am a woman who likes to sing. I like to read. I like to dance. I like, I don't know. I like so many things. And for many years, I was living so fast. When I say fast, it means I was trying to live into the future. I was trying to accomplish so much with my life because I felt that I was running out of time. And I didn't realize that I was stressed on the inside and I was wearing my body down. So I was the type of person who was I wanted to live life to the fullest, but I wanted to do it as fast as possible because I didn't know when this life would end. Because, one of my classmates lived 2 doors away from us and he was killed accidentally by his older brother because he found the gun in his brother's room, and his brother came in and he said, "What are you doing in here?" And they fought over the gun and he accidentally shot him. And that guy at the time we all were only about 13 years old. And we never had any psychological help. We didn't go to counselors to see how we were processing this, because one day he was playing with us in the yard and the next day he's gone. So I remember that being a pivotal point in my life when I began deciding that I was going to do all that I could do. And music was a big part of it, through singing in our church, around the state of Virginia, the little choir, the big choir, the medium choir, whatever choir we were in, and playing the trumpet as well, entering competitions, playing music in school was amazing for me. It was a haven for me, and it was a place to escape. But the problem was, by escaping, there was a part of me that still was not developing because I was, hiding myself. I guess music heals too. For me, it is healing. When I listened to your CD, when I first received your CD back in 2008, 2009, whenever you gave it to me, I cried like a baby because, and I played it over and over and over again. And I said, well, the next CD, I guess I have to pay for it. But if I wear this CD out, then, but there was healing in your stories. There was healing in the softness of your approach and how you sang. And it helped me to see singing differently, because I've heard everybody sing. Everybody, you know what I'm saying. But I listen to strong women, Tina Turner on the R&B side, soul side, Shaka Khan, but and on the gospel side, everybody was singing strong. Very rarely was anybody singing softly except for Sandy Patty. But she's white, but still she's gospel. She can sing strong, but she was the softest of them all. Maybe Tremaine Hawkins did it a little bit, well, Tremaine's the baby. She's my baby, or I'm her baby. So she's older than me. But their voices, their songs, that's what raised me. The strength, the power, I want to use the word the dark side of gospel, not in a negative sense, but if I were to compare light and darkness or hues, I would say your voice represents the pastel side of gospel, the lighter side, the brighter side, and their voices represent the darker side, the deeper, you know, the hard, like that. And when we need somebody to come and just rub us and touch us and hold us and encourage us, I would rather come and listen to you. I would rather hear your voice sing to me. And then when I need to be shaken out of a stupor, if I need to be shaken out of pessimism or depression, I need to go to those women and they need to wake me up and say, girl, get your act together, da, 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 you know. So I think with gospel music and all kinds of music, you have different voices along with the messages that can minister to us in so many different ways. So for me, that's what music is. It's healing. It's healing for the soul. It's healing for the mind. It's healing for the body. Sometimes if you're sick, you shouldn't listen to certain music because it excites you if you're supposed to be resting. If you need to sleep, you should be listening to something that has a slower tempo. Lord, you know, even lower on the lower register, the cello, something that's, you know, really low to stay the la la la, get your heartbeat slow, you know, going down. Because when you listen to the higher register, the notes are usually faster, things are moving, and you're like, you know, so we've got to just slow it down a little bit. But I know some people say music is life for them. For me, no, Jesus Christ is life. The music just allows me to put him, I don't know, in some kind of vehicle and just say, okay, and serve him and release him, his love to other people. That's what music does for me.
That is absolutely beautiful. Wow. I mean, I have so many wow. Yes, they're applauding. Virtual applause. There are so many. Il y a tellement de points qu'elle a évoqué. J'ai essayé. I was trying to be like the person on TV. En fait, j'essaie. Mais j'y arrive pas. Tu sais, c'est un vrai métier, ceux qui traduisent à la télé, au journal, les trucs de Macron et tout.
That's cool.
Moi, je suis pas au taquet. Mais en fait, elle a évoqué plein. I'm just gonna just set in, you know, just sit down on a couple of those points that you brought up. Elle a décrit la musique d'une façon, mais qui est tellement merveilleuse, parce que moi, j'avais déjà dit à Jua, I had already told you, when I hear songs, I actually see color. En fait, je vois des couleurs quand j'entends la musique. C'est un truc bizarre, c'est peut-être un truc que j'avais développé quand j'étais petite aussi, je ne sais pas, pour compenser le fait de ne pas avoir suivi la musique, la théorie et tout ça, je ne sais pas. Mais en tout cas, quand j'entends des choses, je vois des couleurs, je vois parfois plusieurs couleurs mélangées. Et elle a évoqué dans la musique gospel les différents types de voix. Il y a des voix, and chime in, Jua, of course. Il y a des voix qui sont là pour ancrer. Oh, Ludivine is so cute. Look at that baby. You know, I love babies. He's so cute.
He's cute. Wow.
Adorable. Et en tout cas, elle avait dit que ma voix était du côté un peu, le côté léger, le côté couleur pastel. Il y a d'autres voix gospel un peu plus dark, entre guillemets, mais pas dans le mauvais sens du tout, mais qui sont là justement comme des... c'est mes fils qui m'ont dit ce mot l'autre jour parce que je ne trouvais pas en français. Bolts of lightning, comme de l'orage, des éclairs et tout ça. Si tu es déprimé, tu n'es pas en forme et tout, c'est vraiment pour te secouer. Moi, c'est plus peut-être pour te bercer et tout, mais c'est super intéressant, je trouve, sa façon de décrire la musique. Pour elle, en tout cas, la musique, pour certaines personnes, la musique, c'est la vie. Pour elle, c'est Jésus-Christ, la vie. Et la musique, ça vient se rajouter. C'est sa façon de
véhiculer.
De véhiculer. Voilà, exactement. Thank you, darling. You stepped in at the right time because sometimes my French leaves me. Mais en tout cas, Jean, c'est une super grande chanteuse. Ça fait longtemps qu'on ne s'est pas vu. à chaque fois que j'ai eu la chance de chanter à ses côtés, c'était un vrai plaisir. Elle a une voix qui est bien ancrée, bien présente, enfin, une voix sûre, quoi. Donc, moi, à côté, je me sentais comme un petit oiseau, mais elle a une voix qui est là, quoi. Donc, je tenais vraiment, avec joie, à l'inviter pour vous, les sopranes, et pour partager ce moment ensemble. Est-ce qu'il y a, pour l'instant, est-ce qu'il y a des questions ou pas? Ça peut être des questions générales, ça peut être des questions envers Jean, ça peut être des questions...
Avant ça, I want to say, je veux dire, j'aime bien, I'm listening to your French and I'm understanding very well, but to talk with everybody right now, my French is like, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so it's gone. So, je suis désolée pour ça.
No, there is no problem. Yeah.
They are very used to franglais in this.
Oh, franglais.
Oh, yes.
I'm bien le franglais. Okay, especially your world, Jua, of franglais. I love what you do. But what I wanted to say, I wanted to even speak to Jua, because him being, the chef de coeur, his voice for me, just even his speaking voice, I told him, I said, hearing his voice, sometimes he calls me and he doesn't know what I'm going through. He has no idea. But when I see his name on my phone, whatever I'm doing, I drop it. I just stop. And I said, okay, get a bottle of water, get a cup of tea, whatever, because this is Jean and Jua's time. I just stop. And when I hear his voice has healing. And like you, Crystal, I see colors too.
Oh,
I see
wow.
colors, but I see also, hey, baby, I love these little boys. I see shapes and I see lines. Okay. Now, and the lines, depending on the colors, come from the spirit of the person. So see, I don't just see color, I see their spirit, their attitude, what they're going. I may not know specifically what they're going through, but their voice will hit me in such a way, and it'll either be on the dark side, the medium, or the light side. And then the lines could be very fine, or the lines could be very bold, very fat. The shapes can be squirrely and, like this, like a wave, or a circular with, curves, or sometimes there's angles. And I listen to the song to see what is the message, and then try to understand the shapes and the colors and the lines that this person is giving. And if they don't match, it lets me know, the psychologist in me lets me know that there is a disconnect, and the person is not truly either with themselves, or they're not truly with the song, the melody, or maybe the lyrics. And there's just this disconnect, because you can create with your voice, your spirit, your heart, these things as you're singing, but you should be one. You should be whole. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. Spirit, soul, and body. So if you're in pain in your body, it can come out in the song, and it can come out positively, or it can come out negatively. When we sing, a lot of times we singers who sing gospel music, we are in pain. I was in pain in Germany, but I didn't realize I was in pain. Because we have a tendency to ignore the pain, we have a tendency to suppress the pain, we have a way of going to another dimension and allowing the Spirit of God to strengthen us, and we don't feel the pain. But when we come off the stage, we're totally worn out. We could fall, we could become sick, and people would be like, but she seemed okay on stage. But we disconnect. And I'm not saying it's a good thing that we do that, because that's why we die early, or we get sick, the way we do, because we are not paying attention. But sometimes, for instance, when my husband divorced me and I came to France, I sang through that. And I cried a lot, because I was not walking through healing. So the healing had to take place. My soul was like, we're gonna heal, gosh darn it, you know? And if it means we gotta do it on stage, we're gonna do it on stage. And that's the emotions that were coming out. But I was one with the song that I was singing. Every time I was singing that song, I got tired of the song, but maybe I needed the song because it was doing something inside of me. But what I went off somewhere because I was talking about the healing power in Jua's voice, in just his speaking voice. His voice is an example to me of, I told him he reminds me of caramel. You think about caramel and you're pouring it, you know, and you think about honey, you know, you're pouring it, it's like, wow. So when I hear his voice, it's like, I'm like, oh God, you know. I was like, call me again, Jua. Just hang up and call me again. Say my name, say my name, say my name, you know. And it's those types of voices draw me because of that. The way it just heals the heart, heals the soul, even ministers to the body. And so your voice is very important. If I can say that to everybody, don't underestimate the power in your voice. Don't say, oh, my voice is not like so-and-so. I don't sound like so. Wait, you're not supposed to. We are supposed to sound like who we are. Be who you are. Be in contact with who you are inside. If you're sad, you're sad. So what? Deal with it. What's the sad voice? What's the sad voice? If you're happy, be happy. So what? What's the happy voice? Bring them together. Let them meet. Let them kiss. You know, let's say, okay, one will be happy. The other one will, you know, just bring them together. Bring all your voices together, like that woman did in the video that you had.
We're going to go back to that.
I thought a man was singing with her, but her mouth kept moving. I was like, well, where is he?
That's why.
Is that other voice?
Là, elle parle de la. She's speaking of the video. Elle parle de la vidéo que je viens de montrer de Carly Day. On va revenir dessus parce que elle, c'est un extraterrestre, cette femme. She's like an alien. En fait, quelqu'un a pris cette vidéo lors d'une répétition d'habitude et ça a fait le buzz partout et tout le monde en parlait parce qu'elle a des aigus là-haut, mais voilà, on ne les voit même plus. Et elle a des bas tout en bas. Et elle le fait avec tellement de grâce et tellement d'aise que c'est incroyable. On va revenir là-dessus. We're going to come back to Callie Day, but I have a question for you from Miss Ludivine, who's adorable child that you just saw. She wants to know, she wants to go back and ask you, when you were mentioning how to become whole and one with yourself when you sing, how do you do that? You know, she wants to know, how does one be authentic and be whole when he is singing? Je reviens sur la question de Ludivine de tout à l'heure.
Okay.
And how do they let go while and let go while doing so?
When you say let go, what do you mean? Be free?
Lâcher prise? C'est ça que tu as dit, Ludivino?
Non, mais pour n'en faire qu'un, parce que she was going off of what Jean said earlier, when Jean was like, it's all about the body, the mind, it's all one. So she was trying to figure out how to make it all one, so you don't have just, you know, one thing over here, one thing over there, and you're thinking about this person, and I mean, you know, so.
Well, actually, to be honest with you, it starts before you get on stage.
Yes.
It starts at home. It starts in your daily living, because when you come on stage, there should not be another person. You should be who you are. Now, what I'm saying is what I'm not saying is that you should not come on stage in your bathrobe and your rags on your head and say, oh, this is me, and this is where I am at home, and I'm gonna sing like this because that's the way I is at home all the time. Well, no, what do? I dress up. I have, yes, a certain attitude, but who I am here is what I'm going to bring out there on stage, because I can't be 2 or 3 different people unless I'm already 2 or 3 different.
I was going to say, unless
you know, if you are already, you know, you got different personalities, then that's what's going to come out. But what happens is when we usually come out in public, we fragment ourselves, we divide ourselves because we have not really ministered to the self. We haven't loved the self. When you love yourself at home, just the way you are, you love who you are, you look in the mirror, hey, you're beautiful. Hi, I love you. Wow. You made a mistake today. You made a fool of yourself, but I love you. We're going to pick ourselves up. We're going to move on. You know, I'm going to deal with that. Deal with what's really going on here, because if you don't, when you get on stage, it's going to deal with you. It's going to come out, and you don't want it to, because then you'll be like, you're fighting. You're fighting your thoughts here. Well, what are they thinking about me? Because you didn't think good thoughts about yourself. You didn't settle that. Settle the issue. Settle the issue at home. It doesn't matter what they think about you, because you know, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm not perfect, but I'm okay. They're coming to hear me sing because I have something to give. They believe I have something to give. I've proven that I do, and I want to. And so even if it's my sadness, even if I come and I share, there was a death in my family and I am mourning, but I come here with all of that, and I don't let it decide the evening. I don't let it put, you know, just, yes, mourn with me, but rejoice with me too. That's that 60 seconds, that 2 minutes where and you see the tear come down my eye, and you know, every once in a while, maybe if my voice cracks just a little bit, maybe I went through, you know, something happened, but then I got strong. All of it, just bring all of it. It all is a part of you. Whatever's going on, make it all, just bring it all in one place. Don't let it be here and let it be there, and then you lose your notes, you lose your words, you lose your place. You're like, oh, you get nervous. When people are nervous, I've been nervous before, but like Britain's Got Talent, you know why? You know what bothered me? See, people don't know what's going on, okay? Britain's Got Talent, I didn't wear, what did I wear? I didn't wear pantyhose. I wore, what did I wear? Did I have any pantyhose on? I don't know if I had pantyhose on. If the reason why I wear pantyhose all year long, even in the summertime, is so my shoes will come off easily.
Okay. Yes.
Because if my feet get tired and they sweat in those shoes, if they swell, I can't get them off. But if I need to get them back on, if I have on pantyhose, I can get them back on. I can slide in, slide out, slide in, slide out. Britain's Got Talent, my feet were tied. Rosa Parks' feet was tied. Okay? We'd been on our feet running up through that building all day long. I'd been in that dress for over 8 hours. So by the time you see me on stage on the film, I'd already been in that dress for 8 hours. I was like, wow. I was smiling. I had a stuck smile on my face, and in my head, I was like praying, Lord, please, no headaches, no headaches, no headaches, because my meal was not substantial. You know, I was eating certain foods. I have a certain diet, and they couldn't find the foods that I needed. A certain regime, rather, not a diet, just the way I eat. And my stomach was big, and I was very self-aware that I did not look the way I wanted to look. I did not choose my dress. My dress was chosen because we had to find something. So we were driving around Paris and all over the other, you know, suburbs, trying to find the right color dress to go with the choir's robes. So there were a lot of things going on inside of me on that stage. But when I got in front of that audience, and I felt the electricity in that building, I said, oh my God. And then I saw Simon Cowell at the table. I was like, whoa, keep smiling, keep smiling, keep smiling. Yeah, keep smiling. I wish these 100 voices would get on this stage. Look at me, just take it all day long. Keep smiling. I'm standing here, you know. Keep smiling. Your feet are tired. Your back is hurting. Oh my gosh, we haven't even begun to sing yet.
You're right.
And that's, I was like, wow. And then there was this long interview before we even began.
Yeah.
So, and I had to answer the correct way because the producer didn't want me to identify myself.
Oh,
so I asked
okay.
him my name, and I didn't give him my name. I gave him the name of the group because they didn't want me to. And I was like, wow. And I was like, wow, there's just so much going on. You're talking about stuff going on in someone's mind. And then I had to bring all of that together and just be in the moment. Because I realized I had to drive the choir. I had to sing an a cappella before the music started and be in key. So when the music started, I was not in a different key. So the question that you ask is amazing because I've lived it. But I tell you, there is so I was getting ready to say there is a way, but she's asking me, what is the way? I don't know the way. All you can do is just, you're there. Be who you are, authentically who you are. Don't try to be somebody else because that's when you mess up. Be authentically who you are, where you are. You know what you have to do, but just be who you really are. So in that moment, when I started singing This Little Light of Mine, the crowd went crazy and I didn't expect it. It shocked me. And I did the Gene Carpenter look. I just went just like that. And I had to catch myself. I was like, they have a right to do that. But I wasn't I expected them to be quiet like students and listen to the teacher because I'm singing right now. You know, that's what I expected. I didn't expect that reaction. And I was like, wow. So when it got time to do, to do the fast part, and I said, let's go, and I moved out of the way. I knew I had to get out the dancer's way. There was so much I had to remember. It's like, get this way. And as we were dancing, my feet kept sliding. And then the yellow confetti came. And then I was like, oh, we're going to fall. We're going to fall. We're going to fall. Lord, don't let us fall. So I had all that going on in my mind. Remember your words. Remember, this is the short version, Jean. So you got to sing certain things, keep it where it is. And then don't fall because my shoes had broken. They had, the heel didn't break, but the front of I kept wondering what is wrong with my foot. And I was like, don't fall, don't fall. And the shoe support had broken. I took it to the shoe guy. He says, this can't be repaired. Oh, it's the make of the shoe. It's not made for dancing. It's not made for what I was doing. So I hope this answers her question because her question, I've lived it. I have lived it, whether it was because of pain or whether it's just because I'm the chef and I had to remember so many things and not lose my way, not lose my voice, not lose anything, not fall, be aware of so much. All I can say is just be authentically yourself. I didn't try to be anybody else but Jean. I just, and that's the only way I know to answer that question is to love yourself and be authentically yourself. It's a long answer, wasn't it?
No, that was a beautiful answer. Crystal, you muted yourself. What's amazing is that the proof, la preuve que ça marche, is that this moment has at least 50 million views on the internet. So whatever you were feeling and whatever you did that thing, and look at that, 22 million views, 22 million people agree with that advice, Ludivine.
I'm gonna start. Is this the one, Jean?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna start. Est-ce que tout le monde entend?
Where are you from? Actually, we are 20 plus nationalities.
Nice.
Okay, so we're from all over.
You obviously are American.
Yes, I'm American. We've got some English people in our choir as well.
Oh, that's good.
Look at Ulrich.
Hold your hands up.
There he is.
Well, I only saw one hand.
Oh, sorry. Ah.
Yeah.
they were not able to be with us.
Okay, of course. Hang on, they live in England. Why couldn't they come?
My jokesters.
Thank you.
Really good luck. Hope it goes well.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let's go. I like this already.
Hey! Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. And where's that moment? Isn't this the, oh my gosh. I know Jean, really quick. Oh my gosh. That's all. How do I stop this? I know I could talk about this and so many other things forever, but just, qu'est-ce que tu ressentais? What were you feeling at that moment? And you've got comments. J'ai des frissons, je suis électrisée. Ah, c'est pas ce mot, Joanne. Plus de son. Ah, je ne voyais pas. Attends, désolée, je vous mettrai le lien. What were you feeling?
When by the time we got to the end of the song, see, we did it 2 times. We did it twice. So the first time we did it, after 20 seconds, she hit the golden button and the gold confetti fell. So you all don't get to see that because we did it twice and they cut it because the gold confetti was all over the place. It was, the dancers were dancing on top of it and I was praying. So inside I was singing and praying at the same time that they would not fall. You know, instead of falling the gold confetti.
Yes.
Yeah, and that I wouldn't either because I was like, okay, I'm all into this. You know, I'm going to give it my all. I didn't know we had to do it twice. I had no idea we were going to do it a second time. So I gave 100% and they captured that. When the people went up, I was like, oh God, thank you that they accepted us. Because we're from France. This is England. England and France have been at war for years. I'm reading their French history and I see that they were not cut buddies, you know. But I just thank God that the people, the Englanders accepted us and that especially Simon, he had so many good things to say.
Yeah.
Because he can be a hardtack and he's a very strong personality, really. All of them on stage were really great. All of the judges were really good. But of course, it's his show. And he's the strongest personality. He's the hardest one of them all. And to be accepted by him, that's what I was happy for, because the choir had worked so hard. They'd come through so much, and I watched them. I've seen the tears we cried. I saw the difficulties that we came through. And I was like, God, I just thank you. That is what I felt in that moment. I was happy for them. I really was. I knew it meant that we were going to the semifinal. But even then, at that moment, I was not living there. I was already gone into the future. My mind had jettisoned semifinal, got to get prepared. So I was like this in my mind, so I'm being happy. I was happy, but you see how they were jumping. The choir members were happy and going crazy and nuts. I'm like, well, I'm not going to do that because I got this long gown on. But I was like, I don't feel like doing that. My feet hurt. I'm not doing that, But I really was. Seriously, on the serious side, I was really happy for the choir. I was happy with them.
Cool. Okay, I'm just typing, trying to get it all in at the same time. Oh, okay. Well, just one last question that I have for you, Miss Jean. Juste une dernière question. Est-ce que toi, do you have any sort of routine that's like a vocal? Do you do warm-ups? Do you not do anything? Est-ce que toi, comment tu te prépares? If you prepare yourself, do you do anything? Do you drink things? Is there, something you particularly do?
Okay. My number one standby is water. Water every day, even when you're not singing. 3 liters at least. And when you have to sing, try to add more. And the day before, and the day before you sing, drink more. Because especially if you're going to travel on the same day you're going to sing, drinking water becomes almost nearly impossible because you can't get to a bathroom. You're always constantly worried about that. So you gotta hydrate the day before. So on the day of, you don't lose energy. Because without water, you will lose energy very fast. And then people are thinking, oh, I'm losing my voice. Well, probably you're dehydrated. Probably you didn't drink enough water. And so your sinuses have dried up, your ears are dried up, your throat is dried up, your lungs are dried up, and then you lose your voice because you have no water. So that's the first thing. The other thing, because is gingembre, because it makes the body hot, or piment. I like it when they serve us piment at dinner time, and when it's there, I'm eating it just because I know it's going to make my body hot, and it makes, for us as sopranos especially, it'll help our voices go higher because piment.
Okay.
Because it'll break up the mucus. It'll help break up the mucus that causes our voices to go lower, and that that gets stuck in here and here. Just all that helps. Hot tea, hot water with lemon. Anything hot liquids are good. For energy, it depends on, I guess, if you're vegetarian, then eat French fries, eat some potatoes, eat something that's rice is okay, but rice doesn't have the energy that potatoes does.
Okay.
So I would say eat the potatoes and some kind of protein. For those of us who like meat, and I do like meat, I would be wolfing down some beef, something tender, hamburger or steak with
mine also. She's not a vegetarian, I take it.
So a couple of hours or an hour and a half before you have to sing, because you got to give your body time to digest, because if it's digesting and then you got to sing, you're splitting. Your body's like, wait a minute, I've got to digest. So and then you don't want to be too heavy. Let's see what else. Sometimes the guys will bring me some rum.
Yeah, somebody just asked. Yeah, Benedict just texted me rum. Yes.
Yeah, or red wine. I like my red wine before.
I remember that. I think we both did.
We both do. We do. And so I love my red wine before singing, and it just it makes the voice feel good, but it also just helps you just to calm down, especially if the environment is stressful. So and these are things that I do to make myself calm. Sometimes if I have music in my room, I like that, but then sometimes I just like silence. I play Sudoku. I do art therapy. I do these things to quiet myself. You know, I carry it with me when I travel, so I can sit there and they're like, well, Jean, what are you? I'm saying, well, I'm just doing art therapy because I need to get my mind in a certain place. Sometimes maybe I'm thinking about the music, but sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm just, you know, I just need to détendre. I just need to let the mind come down.
Do you suck on lozenges thingies or halls or anything?
I do use the Ricola if the Halls if I can get them, and then those special things. I know they have propolis. Those there's some tablets out there that you suck on. They're really nice. And then we're finding all this other stuff from Switzerland. Margot found that stuff. Vocal. Hold on. I'll get it so you all can see it.
Et pendant qu'elle va chercher ça, pensez à une question si vous voulez. Nous, on arrive à la fin, donc si vous avez des questions, n'hésitez pas. Attends, pendant qu'elle met ça, je vous partage un petit truc, un whiteboard.
Okay. It's called Jello Voice.
Jello Voice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
American G-E-L-O, Revoice. It says Jello Revoice.
J-E-L-L-O. Hello. That was like a game we had.
So, yeah. So we use this though. They gave this to me when I lost my voice. When I was in Germany, I lost my voice completely. And I sucked on this. It took me an hour. It takes an hour to suck on it. You don't chew it. You don't bite it. It just, you need to suck on this, you know, a good hour before you're getting ready to sing because it takes a long time to dissolve.
Can you tell me the name again? I'm sorry. Jello?
Jello Revoice.
Revoice.
G-E-L-O Revoice.
Oh, G-E-L-O. I was thinking Jello, like
Jello.
Like Jello. Like Bill Cosby, like Jello.
No. I want to get it myself. I mean, I have not. There's an address on here. You know what? I'll send that to you. I will take a picture of it on WhatsApp. It's easier for me. And just, or video, you know, the whole thing so you can see it all. The language is German or Dutch or whatever that is they speak over there. And the address where it's distributed. Maybe it has an email address or something. We can go on the internet and find it. Okay. But this stuff really, 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 really works. It really, really does. Now, as far as techniques are concerned, I didn't start doing vocalises until I came to France, because when I was playing the trumpet, we did do those things. We did warm-ups, you know, for the embouchure and for the lips. But in America, I always use the song that I was going to sing as my warm-up. If I had to, because I was singing so high all the time. I was singing those, you know, every song Sandy Patty put out, I was singing it. I had all the playbacks. And so when I would be preparing for them, I would sing them, but I would start in my lower register. You know, you start in the middle of the day or in the morning time, and I would just use that particular song. We shall behold him. You know, I just sing it softly. We shall behold him. I would not push because the voice isn't there yet. But the same chords, the same modulations, everything I'm going to use when I finally get there is what I'm starting with in the morning, but I'm just being very gentle. So, and I know that there are things that I've learned since being in France that people do that really does help. But since I came to France, it's not the first time that I've had problems with my voice in France, but it's the first time I've had problem with pollution affecting my vocal cords, because Virginia is a really clean state. So I didn't have pollution problems, you know, on my cords and my sinuses that way. But Malik had taught me how to do the ing, you know, like when we do an amazing, we just go ing, ing, ing. And after 2 weeks, he could tell I'd been doing it. He said my range my speaking voice had gone up, because I thought I was losing my soprano voice. And he said, no, it's just covered with mucus, which is activated because of the pollution and the pollen. that's in Paris. You know, Paris is really, really strong. So I do the ing. I do it. I also do it the UNG. Another guy said do So I just do all the vowels. It does all of that, and then the facial muscles at the same time. I love the songs Hallelujah. Anything Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So if I'm going to exercise my face and also minister to my spirit and minister to God, I'm just hallelujah. And then modulate the tonality. Just go up and go up and go up and go up and go up as high as you need to go is you know, when you're ready to do that. That's about pretty much all I do, because
that's not bad.
Because the reason why is, this is what I say, your vocal cords is the smallest muscle in your body. Now, I don't have another gene who can take my place with another voice. So this is the only one I'm going to get. If I practice with it and sing with it, when is it ever going to rest? So rest, sleep is the biggest. I said water was my first one, but sleep should have been the first one. If you do not sleep, you might as well forget it on the voice. You might as well forget it. I'm like, go to sleep. Because we're not all the time sleeping. When we're on the bed, we're not sleeping all the time. The brain is working. And so we're not sleeping. The body's not healing itself. So we can forget it. So you need the sleep. You need to rest. So that, because but if you're practicing with this voice and then you're singing with this voice, and you're talking with this voice, when does it rest?
That's a good point. That is beautiful. Jean Carpenter, thank you so much for joining us. You can vous pouvez ouvrir vos micros pour ou faire comme Joanne.
I asked everybody. I got everybody's, because I talk a lot.
Go ahead.
Did I answer everyone's questions? Because I know I have long dissertations.
No, I mean, they were being very shy, but they did put their questions aside, so you did.
Yeah.
And Jua had something he wanted to say to you as well. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're so cool, Jean. Natalie Disney Princess writes. You have a nickname for her.
I love her name. We named her Natalie. Oh, that's so cute. Wow. Wow. I can't wait to be with you all again when our time comes, because one thing I like to do is, when I sing with people, I like to blend our voices so we can feel that vibration. It's the most amazing thing. You were talking earlier about our voices beside each other. And what I like to do, I know we all have a unique voice, but sometimes people stand beside me and they're expecting me to be the stronger or to carry it, but I'm bringing my voice to wherever their voice is. I like to bring my voice to that place so that they can feel me and I can feel them. And there's this vibration that goes on, and it's like, it's the most crazy thing. So what I do, I get behind the person and I sing behind their head. I sing right in their head, and it vibrates their voice, it vibrates their head, and they're like, and then they're like, and it changes their voice. You can hear that their voice will change. So that's what I like to let people feel, because when I'm trying to explain to people, when we are a choir or when we're an ensemble, it's not just about, oh, this voice is this and this voice is there and she goes here and he goes there. But when we're all together, there should be this, whoa, just this constant thing going on. And it's so powerful. It's like an orgasm. Sorry.
And hey, Jean, we already had a concert together with Seth, remember? we did have, Jua, we did have one concert with Jean. Remember, Jean?
More
Yes.
and more than Because
We
Jean
had
also was the special guest for the Festival of Avignon one year.
right.
C'est l'invité spécial d'Avignon.
And much earlier, also with TF, she was once with us as well. Yeah.
With TF, she was with TF. And
Yeah.
before Singing Earth Divine. But qu'est-ce que je voulais dire? Oui, vas-y Ilham, vas-y.
Non, Ced aussi, on a chanté avec Jean.
Oui, je sais, en Avignon, je me souviens.
Non,
j'étais pas là.
À Paris. Non, pas que à Avignon.
J'étais pas là? À Paris?
Non.
No, I don't think you were.
I missed something with Jean.
Yeah, you missed one.
I'm looking at you two, Jean and Jua. When did I miss that?
At the very start. At the very start, actually. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I guess.
No.
I don't know.
It's okay.
It was
Avenue, yeah, that was Tia.
Yeah, okay.
So Jua, you wanted to ask a question or tell us something about, or tell us, or talk to Jean.
Well, first of all, I would like to say thank you to you, Jean, for having accepted to do this and for what you said and how you said it. And to the choir, en fait, Jean Carpenter est peut-être la seule être humain que je connais en ce moment qui a l'espace sacré à l'intérieur d'elle à chaque moment. Vous comprenez? Like everywhere that Jean walks, she uses her body as a vessel for the Spirit of God. And so what she holds sacred, ce qu'elle a de sacré dans sa vie. Du coup, elle est complètement et uniquement intéressée par ce qu'elle met dans l'atmosphère. The only thing Jean is worried about is what she is putting into the atmosphere and how it's going to change and transform the atmosphere. Et comment ça va le transformer. Et tout ce qu'elle vous a, tout ce dont elle vous a parlé aujourd'hui, ça tourne autour de ça. Et est-ce que vous avez vu que devant toutes les caméras, après tout ce qui s'est passé, avec des millions et des millions de vues, ce qui l'intéresse, c'est Crystal asked, how did you feel at that moment when all that happened? And Jean said, j'étais content pour la chorale. En fait, what she's saying to you is the same thing that we're saying to you. Elle était uniquement intéressée par ce qui se passait dans l'atmosphère. C'était pas les caméras, c'était pas Simon Cowell, c'était ce qui se passe dans l'atmosphère. Et vous avez vu ce qui se passe? Et l'autre clé que je crois qu'elle vous a donné aujourd'hui, c'est l'authenticité. And thank you so much, Jean. And thank you for being that spirit, and thank you for having that spirit, and thank you for bringing it everywhere you walk. Even when you don't sing, you put that spirit into the room. And I love you for it. Thank you.
I got a thumbs up from Veronique.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So you want me to sing a song? You want me to give you just a tiny
you can take us out in song, and then we have to go. So,
okay. Okay. For your glory, I will do anything just to see you, to behold you as my King. For your glory, I will do anything just to see you, to behold you as my King. I want to be where you are. I gotta be where you are. I wanna be where you are. I gotta be where you are. That's my favorite song.
Thank you so
I
much.
love you all. I am so proud
Thank you very much.
I am proud of you all. I'm proud of you, Crystal and Jua and the choir, for you all have gone to New York twice.
Well, this last time it was canceled, unfortunately.
Oh, that's right. It was canceled.
That's okay. That's okay.
But my gosh, it's That's amazing. And I am so happy. I wanted to be with you all. Every time I said, oh my gosh, I wish I could go. But I was just I'm so happy for you all. You all are doing amazing things. Just keep doing what you're doing. Stay encouraged. I know it's not easy. I know it's hard, but anything worth having and worth doing, and anything you're going to do for the kingdom of God, there's going to be a challenge. But you all have a wonderful group of people, the choir. You all have wonderful spirits, wonderful attitudes. Keep it together. Keep it together. Keep it together.
Thank you so much, Michelle.
We will try.
On that note, well, first of all, you have some comments, and then I'm really going to let you go. People are just saying thank you so much. And then Gladys wrote, once while a concert, we clapped so much with Jean's songs that my ring hurt my fingers. But at that moment, what Jean put in the atmosphere was so powerful. Just respect to her kisses. That's from Gladys. Unfortunately, can't see us, but she can hear us. Gladys, tu me fais trop rigoler.
Merci, Gladys.
Moi, j'aime trop son régime. J'adore son régime.
Thank you.
Please, if you are in Paris, indicate us if you have a concert in Paris, because we go for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I would love to. I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Tout le monde, merci d'être venu. Je vais vous envoyer un lien parce que j'avais d'autres choses. C'est comme à chaque fois, il y a tellement à se dire que voilà, ce sera pour une prochaine fois. Je vous mettrai un lien avec plein d'exemples de tessitures et de voix différentes et de petits moments. J'ai même mis moi, si j'étais capitaine.
Oh, j'adore.
I don't like a lot of French people. J'avoue. Even if I work with a lot of French people, c'est pas ma culture, mais je dois dire que quand j'ai entendu cette chanteuse chanter cette chanson, des lignes, et la voix qu'elle a, pour moi, it's French butter. So it's real butter, right? I'm just kidding. It's really good. Diane Tell.
Yeah, she's Canadian. She's from Canada.
Yes, she's Canadian.
That explains it. I can't. Oh, dang. Well, there we go. We'll just say francophone and not French then. But en tout cas, je vous enverrai tous les liens. Je vous enverrai là le lien de Jean et Gospel for 100 Voices pour 100 voix et d'autres petites idées. Et puis voilà.
Je vois Véronique. Je voudrais juste lui faire un spécial coucou. Bon courage. Je sais ce que c'est. Donc, bon courage.
Merci, Nathalie. Merci à tous.
Yes. And thank you. You all are wonderful. Bisous.
Bisous tout le monde. Bientôt.
Bye.
Bisous à tous. Vous me manquez.
It's hard to say bye, isn't it?
Prends soin de toi.
Bye bye.